Hi, I'm Robert Healy, and I'm trying to find out what all these exhaust fumes do to the air that you breathe. When petrol and diesel are burned, they release a nasty cocktail of chemicals into the atmosphere. My job is to find out what happens to them next. This is where I work. It's the chemistry department at UCC. I'm an environmental chemist, and we use the simulation chamber to mimic processes that happen in the real atmosphere. Over cities, when you see that kind of hazy fog thing, that's a lot of the time that's just tiny particles diffracting the light. We also have nitrogen oxide gases, and they give the brown tinge. So you see cities that are badly affected, like Los Angeles. It can be quite clear in the morning, and once the sun comes out, then it starts up this whole reaction. The problem with particles is that they're kind of nanometer size, so they're really tiny, and so they can be breathed deeply all the way into the kind of furthest reaches of the lung, where they can directly act on lung tissue. So obviously there's a lung cancer issue with those in particular. Most of the work for my PhD has been trying to figure out what the particles are made of. We have kind of a large central database on all these different compounds, which can eventually affect what petrol is made of and how we can minimize damage from fuels that we use every day. This particle research is still quite new at the moment. It's just a few years ago that people started working towards identifying and quantifying what's in these particles. It's good to know that you're doing something different, it's still quite cutting-edge science, I suppose. My hobby is travel, really, I guess, any chance I get, I try to get away to as many different countries as possible. I've spent a lot of time traveling in Asia. I guess that was probably the longest trip, maybe 4 months after I finished my degree in college. I got a chance to go to Thailand and Cambodia and Vietnam, so that was a great experience. I'm doing my PhD now. I'm about 3 years into it, so I'm almost finished, but I still have to write the thesis afterwards. I still haven't decided whether I want to work in the pharmaceutical industry or do something like work for the EPA, or you could also stay on and do research here at UCC or in another university somewhere in Europe. But for now, I just want to make sure we don't all disappear in a cloud of smoke.